We invented income riders a number of years ago. They're popular on many products. We've patented them, but they're invented here. We're patented. Our income rider is called the Income Advantage. What I'd like to share with you is kind of twofold. I'd like to share with you what this is, and then I want to make it crystal clear what it is not. And then leave it kind of open for you guys to pick and choose and define if this is something that's going to be of great value to you on your account. My gut is it might be, and we'll take a look. What this is an additional rider. It's an additional benefit that you can choose to purchase on the account that's going to ensure the foundation of your future income security by guaranteeing that your income base will accumulate at no less than 7% each year regardless of market conditions. And we can continue that for up to 18 years on this account. Let me give you an example of how this works. And I think this is a really good place to share with you what it is and how well it can work, but at the same time, tell you what it is not so we don't have any confusion. Let's give an example here, and I know this person might be a little bit younger than you, but let's say we have a 50-year-old with a $250,000 deposit into his account. Now, we know that we have no cap on the upside earnings ability on this $250,000 with respect to the balanced allocation strategy. You saw in the earnings that we showed you earlier, our earnings have been, historically, hypothetically, right around 6%, and I'll back that up here in a minute. I'll show you all that data. But what this is what if we don't have that average rate of return? What if we're not growing at 6.5% or 7%? What if it never grows, or 250? What if there's that market condition? Here's really a backup plan that can say, with respect to this $250,000, we're going to give you a guaranteed 7% growth on your initial deposit. Okay? What this does is creates this thing called the income base. Over the period, and even though this could go on for 18 years, we're just going to show in the example 10 years. Well, the rule is 72. We're 7%, but the 250 will almost double to 500,000. So we're just under 500,000 in just a 10-year period. What this does is, based on your then age, and at this point age 60, this person could start taking $22,130 a year guaranteed for as long as they live. If they die sooner, I can show you how there's a great death benefit and some great leave behind dollars for the family or causes or concerns that you care about. But it's a great way to get $500,000 of benefit even though the real dollars in the account didn't grow. Now, that's a great backup plan, but I don't want to get too caught up in it. What it is not, it's not a 7% guarantee on the dollars in your annuity growing. Okay? It's another account value, if you will, that the only way these dollars can be spent is to take this guaranteed income for life. So that's a catch, but it's a good catch and a good backup plan. It'll help you customize to see if there's a need for this onto your account and to see what might make some sense for you as well. That's really, and here's the patent on that feature as well. This is really the 30,000-foot view of how this product works. It's really meant to give you a baseline to begin the foundation of further investigation and further understanding and sharing of information to see, if one of these plans might make sense for, some of your retirement dollars or the majority of your retirement dollars. One of the things I'd like to show you now before we open this up to some question and answer is a lot of things that we'll share with you. It's trust but verify. We're going to ask that you trust that you and everything that I share with you are 100% accurate and verifiable. But we're going to ask you, and we'll help you do it, to do your own homework as well. Trust us. It makes it easier through this process. But at the same time, go verify what we're talking about independently. We'll point you in the right direction and literally give you hundreds of ways you can verify what we're talking about. At the same time, what I'd like to do with respect to earnings on the account, I want to show you some historical numbers with respect to products that we offer and also the other products that are available in the state of Florida. The source for this is a company called Genesis Financial Product. That is the actuarial arm of the Annexus Group. So in other words, all the math nerds, and I say that respectfully because I love these guys, but it's all the actuaries that think this stuff up. They built all of these other products in the marketplace, and then they built our products, quite frankly, to be better than these products. This is the old technology. Up here is the new stuff. what we found is if we try to compare apples to apples and say, what if we purchased, one of these products in today's marketplace and looked at their rates and how they earn money, and apply that strategy backwards over real life market conditions for the last 30 years, how well would they have performed in identical 12-year crediting periods? Here's what we found. And I won't take you through all of this. I think the numbers, tell a good story for themselves. These are really all of the other competitive designs that are available in the marketplace today in Florida. Let's throw out the worst. Let's throw out the best as far as earnings. With respect to all of these, let's just concentrate on the average earnings in the marketplace today. When you look at these, Gerald, what number comes to mind if you're just to average all these together? What do these look like to you as far as a percentage?
Like a miss.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like 3. Would you consider that 3 on average for these?
I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, you got 3.34, 2.93, 3.16, 2.82, 3.78. They're all about 3% no matter how you slice it and dice it or how they market it or so on. When you start to look at our products, remember we talked about you get to have a choice in how you'd like the account allocated? Quite simply, we've got 3 choices, C, B, and A. Think of C as more conservative, B being more balanced, and A being more aggressive. When we described the balanced allocation strategy, if you recall, we had a kind of a 2-part formula minus any fee if applicable. What that is a portion of your dollars come from the S&P, a portion of your dollars come from a 1.5% declared guaranteed interest rate on the account. Minus any fee, if there is one, gives you one rate of return on 100% of your money. What we've done is in today's marketplace, we have a no-fee strategy. So there's no fees with respect to this allocation. 38% of your earnings will come from 100% of whatever the S&P 500 does. That combined with 62% of your earnings comes from a 1.5% declared rate. Those 2 components working together minus no fee for any 12-year holding period in the last 30 years would have generated on average a 5.23% compounded annual rate of return for you. This is why we really like these products. Could do better, could do worse. You can see that here. But on average, we've gotten 5.25%. Now, if you choose to, you can purchase a greater allocation to the S&P 500. Why would you do that? Well, historically, when we start to apply that, even after the fee, and by the way, Gerald, when you look at these fees, these numbers as far as the returns, these are net return after the fee is deducted. Well, you get higher averages and you get higher highs. Depending on what your philosophy is, where Rick might guide you and what you feel comfortable with, any of these are a good play. Even the no-fee strategy, it is significantly higher average returns than other products in the marketplace. If you want to get more aggressive, we got a 6.5% average compounded rate of return on our more aggressive strategy in A. And finally, you get to see some double-digit returns as far as how it's performed, as far as the best 12 years in the last 30 years. So safety, security, protection of your principal, and compared to the other product choices in the marketplace, if they all have the same guarantees on principal, we're 50 to 100% better historically in earnings on our product compared to the other choices today.